Boomba Clark, right? This it's what time is it? 6:15. I've slept from about 9 o'clock in the morning yesterday, all the way through the day, and I've just woken up. So this is going to be a raw analysis of what I'm looking at for the week. Starting off with Euro JPY. Bloody splendid pair, if I might say so myself. Simple break, retest on the weekly around psychological level, strong area. Then we come down to the daily. The EMA is in this area at the round psychological level. Some could call this an elbow. Me personally, I wouldn't, just call this a breather. So this never happened, and it was simply just this. And now we're creating that pullback, retesting previous structure. Okay, there's a lot of confluences. So we're retesting previous structure, we're bullish on the weekly, the daily, we're retesting the weekly area of interest. The 4 hours come down, potentially about to close with a evening star, which could be a potential entry after the 15-minute shifted structure. This is what I saw this when I was on the toilet a second ago. That's why it's at the top. But we shifted. Did we shift? Is this a real elbow? Got to inspect. Pay attention to the close details. Would I class this as a real elbow? No. So we did not shift. Okay. This is why you have to pay attention to the small little details. All right. So we did not shift. When we close above here, we'll shift. So what we'll be looking at is to see price push up, come back down to create a potential higher low, to then push all the way back up. That's what we're going to be monitoring and waiting for, as well as a daily rejection. So as soon as we get that daily rejection candle, we're golden. And then obviously looking to trade up to the highs here. Next pair, AUD CAD. AUD CAD was it was a weird one last week. You know, we came down, we had a nice hammer. Now we're printing the doji. What we could potentially see is the weekly push up like this, sort of a morning star formation, and then obviously on the daily being a break and retest, but the weekly just being one big candle. But that's ideally the trade that we would look and be looking for. You can see we were bullish, came up above, and then out of nowhere on Friday, big bearish engulf. So what would be nice to see is price underneath here, bullish engulf, break above, 4 hour higher low retest, boom, boom, boom. But we just have to play it how it comes. So this will be monitoring to look for a buy position. But I want to take a sell now. Everything is just, EMA, area of interest, hammer, doji. A lot of reasons to buy. Like the hammer, doji, big candle up. I'm not saying that this is going to happen again, because you've got to remember every moment is unique. Like this could do this. This could push all the way down here if it wanted to. This could push all the way up here. This could print another 4 dojis. I'm not even kidding. Anything could literally happen. Next pair is Euro NZD. This one again is, we're overall bullish. We're in sort of this range, if you can see. When we're below, we're selling, above, we're buying, above, we're buying, below, we're selling, above, we're buying. And then it got quite a bit choppy over here. But we are now above. EMA is coming in. We're overall bullish, okay? And then this minor structure has seen a break of the lower high. So we're looking to boom, boom, boom. You get me? This I'm simply just waiting for a rejection candle. and then we're golden. So I will put this. Oh, am I only on the third pair? No way. But yeah, I'm looking for a buy on this. Am I? What? Fucking hell. I'm only on the third pair. Okie dokie. GDP NZD. Let me get rid of this so you can see. There you go. You can see we've had price break above, 2 rejections, 2 doji rejections. Not the cleanest pullback ever. But looking at price, we could potentially see further pullback. You know, we're seeing left, head, maybe. But we do have, it's sort of a double bottom pattern as it stands. So all I'm waiting for is, again, bullish rejection, 4 hour lower high, trade up to the highs. Nothing new, same thing every week. This I'm waiting for, just for a breakout. That's all we're waiting for. You can see on the weekly it's been stuck in here for a while. So if price does break to the upside, I want to take a buy with the momentum. If the weekly breaks to the downside, I want to take a sell with the momentum. Either way, but it's closer to the top. You can see we're seeing a lot more wicks to the downside, which indicates there's a lot more people placing buy orders down here. You know, it got flooded with sell orders, but there was a lot of buy orders that came in the market. And where's that point where they're all at? About here. That round psychological level, around this area. Because, let me just make this simple for you. Look left. Look right. And look where all those orders came in. That round psychological level, people are placing buy orders, buy orders, buy orders, buy orders. So if we come down again and we see buy orders and then we see a breakout, like, okay. Put 2 and 2 together, increase the probabilities of potential buy working. But that is it. There's nothing fancy going on here. Just waiting for a breakout. Next pair, USD card. Saw a hammer on top, which was interesting. Obviously, I'm not looking for a buy. I will be waiting for the sell. But I'm just monitoring this because it's quite interesting to watch, you know. USD JPY. USD JPY is one that could potentially continue this push up, right? Or it could pull back. Obviously, when you think about it, those are the only 2 things that could happen. But if price uses this as a little this doji as a breather, okay? The reason I say that is because the daily still looks fairly bullish. And if we were to see a bullish engulfing close above here, 4 hour high low, we could potentially see price push up. And if the daily is going to push up, that's going to indicate the weekly pushing up. You know, we thought this left head, right shoulder could potentially be something, but we broke through it. So, you know, I'm never set like, oh, we printed a doji, we have to retrace now. Or we printed a doji at this previous structure point, we have to retrace. Yeah, we have a high probability of retracing, but again, it's just a high probability. When you understand probabilities, you understand that just means maybe. Maybe we might see a retracement from here. Maybe we might push up further from here. So, but I look at the lower time frame then, because this time frame looks like a very nice maybe to retrace. You know, we've seen put you onto some fire right here. So you see this first rejection. That's not the best. You see this first rejection here? You see how it wicked up into this zone here, yeah? And then this next candle wicked up, couldn't close above it. This next candle wicked up, couldn't close above it. That shows that this is a very strong, significant area. And look at that. Price closed above, came back below. Price closed above, came back below. So we want to see price close above, retest it, reject it, to go to the upside. There's clearly a lot of sellers, a lot of people willing to place sell orders at this level. That's just like a little hidden bit that you can kind of see. Another confluence of this area being significantly strong and a lot of sellers. But yeah, either way, I'm looking for either that break and retest, or if we look for a sell, I'll be looking for the exact same thing but downwards. Next pair. This was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, left head, right shoulder, break of the neckline, wick pullback, and now we're coming down. I didn't trade because I wouldn't count this as an elbow, so this is just overall bullish, and we're just waiting for the higher low to be created. For that to be created, we do want to see 4-hour pull down, shift structure eventually. You could be thinking, oh yeah, but what if you see a pullback to this zone for a beautiful sell position? Don't get me wrong, it would be very nice if we could, but because I don't consider this a pullback, although maybe it was quite a significant candle of a pullback, and then yeah, we could actually consider that a pullback. Let's look at the 4-hour. Do you know what? We could consider that a daily pullback, because it started Wednesday and it pulled back into Thursday. This is when it becomes techie, alright? Is it a pullback? Is it not a pullback? A 1 candle pullback. I personally would consider this, right? You see how you never be set on your belief of, okay, this is not a pullback, this is a pullback, right? A nice push up. If it would have had a candle like this, I would not consider this a pullback. But this was quite a strong big candle for the daily to pull back with, followed by a smaller candle, okay? So it wasn't just a straight pullback, boom, you know? So I do like that as a pullback. We could consider it a pullback, a nice little elbow. But draw it out, bro, draw it out. Because you just literally see me do it. When I drew it out and I was like, okay, would this really look as an elbow? And yeah. Whereas if this was like this, would I consider that an elbow? No, that's a breather. But we would consider this, so we could say the daily is now bearish. The daily went bearish for the weekly to have a pullback. And then we're looking for a rejection. We could see this week pull it back deeper since we turned bearish. The weekly pull back deeper. So then the weekly pulls back. The daily has time to shift back to bullish. So yeah, I would be looking for a retest of this to go short. Simple dimples. Flat overall weekly push. Next pair, GDP CHF. You can see we're overall bearish, but we've been trading up bullish for a minute. We've just had a morning star, which isn't very nice. We'll get rid of this. You can see this morning star. Price came down. Doji, bullish engulfing above area of interest on the weekly. And now we're looking for that wick. We're coming for that wick pullback to continue up. Currently we are creating, we've had a hammer rejection. All we need now is a bullish engulf, 4 hour high low. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those ones. Engulf, 4 hour high low. Simple, mate, simple. Trading is so simple, right? You have a strategy, you stick to that strategy, you don't deviate from the strategy, and you make money. It's just so simple. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a sick tune that's just come on and it's got me hyped. Oh man alive, bro. When you love this shit, right? When you make money and you love this shit, there's nothing better in the world. You know, I have the ultimate patience for this shit. I can happily sit here and wait 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks for my strategy to come, because I know when it does come, there's an increased probabilities of me making money. And I know all those other trades that I placed previously were all part of the bigger picture. You've got to look at trading, not just by each individual trade. Oh, I lost this trade. Fuck. Oh, I won this trade. Where you got to expect to lose and you got to expect to win. Because when your expectations are to lose and win, your mind's like, oh, okay, well, no, this was supposed to happen when you lose, and you're not going to feel any emotional pain, like, oh, I'm a loser, oh, I took a loss, no, you were expecting to, so you're just going to be like, yeah, bro, that's sweet, right, next one, bro, I place a trade, and I will take it off my watch list, and I'll barely look at it, because I place it, I don't care, it's all about the next one. It's all about making it to 20, 25 trades. Then we'll look at, all right, well, we did this, and then we'll go back and study what happened along all those trades. But until then, I place the trade, I don't care. I'm not going to place 2 trades on the same market, so I take it off, I focus on the next pair. I focus on whatever else is going to happen. I keep my mind focused on the now moment. Literally. Me placing that trade before would be focusing on the past price action, which has nothing to do with the current moment. I can't predict the current moment, so what's the point in me looking at it? You know, I just let it play out and do its thing. Probabilities is on my side because I always use the same strategy. It's so simple. When you really do understand trading and you put in the work to understand the psychology behind everything, trading becomes effortless. Like 20 minutes to look at the charts right now, analyze what I want to see for the week, and then all you got to do is just pop on every day, see what that's doing, see if there's anything changed, see if your approach needs to be altered, if there's a better approach. This is just easy, bro. It's easy. You just gotta have patience and discipline. Those are the hardest parts. You gotta have the patience to wait for your setup, the patience to leave a setup if it doesn't meet your criteria but looks like it's gonna go, the discipline to not take those trades, the discipline to stick to your rules. It's a very, very fun game to play, because that's all trading is. It's a game. You know, you are gambling. So if you're gambling's a game that so many people love to play, and I would rather gamble on this than go play blackjack or roulette. I'll be honest with you. This is more fun, and I know at least I'm going to make money off of this in the long run. Roulette, I could bet 6 so many times, and it could take me forever to make money on that. Or I could bet black a bunch of times, but you're only making a 1 to 2 on that, so you need to win a lot. Whereas trading, I can make a 1 to 3, a 1 to 4, 1 to 2.5. I make more than the black, because I make 1 to 2.5 minimum. So I don't know, that's something that I've really come to appreciate, and I just love this shit, you know? I don't love it to the point where I'm staring at price action and charts all day, but I love the psychological game of trading because that's what it is. The growth you have to go through for trading is sick, man. It really is. But yeah, that's the weekly analysis done. 20 minutes, bish bosh. Adios, my Negroes.